Here we go. Hello, hello. Amazing stream awaits. Just need to out a clickbait tweet, of course. And then we can start with building some fantasy teams. One fantasy team. Hello, Ilzy. I'll be pronouncing every nickname in chat wrong, so please, please correct me all the time. I feel like that's the hardest part of being a streamer, just like reading chat names, especially because my letters are so. Here we go. Tweet sent. Tweet sent. Four. Do I have any idea what the phase lineup will be tomorrow? I'm really not sure. I guess we can talk about that. But I guess during the day, it will be something about Twists will be announced, which makes me believe that he won't play on Monday when they have a game. So I don't think that is going to be happening that fast, but I don't know what is actually going to happen and what lineup they'll have. We'll have to see. I feel like we'll have a couple of announcements more coming the next few days. Where they're playing. Let's just look at the opening matches. Yeah, it's FaZe Mousesports to start. That's even funnier. With all the Kerrigan to FaZe talk. Morning, Bamak. Fuck, I really need to like zoom in a chat somewhere so I can actually read stuff. How to chat bar. Here. Okay, yeah. Let me fix the left ear thing. Need to install your properties. Click mono. And I think this should help the 1 year. Let me know if the 1 year thing is fixed now. Okay, so yeah, Fifi is the analyst. It's actually kind of funny with Dignitas again playing in Summit. We don't have that as news. Not fixed. Fucking hell. I clicked the wrong thing. Now it. Yes, success. Success. But yeah, it's an interesting event. Like Cloud9, new lineup. Dignitas, we saw MIBR, kind of new lineup, but actually not. NIP is the same lineup for time. JKS, we don't know what's going on with Complexity and Poison, if he's going to play or not. Same with Furia. Junior is here, but doesn't look likely that he's going to be playing. I feel like same with Poison. Probably think of like Virtus Pro as one of the stronger teams here. An OG probably. Mousesports again, we don't know on, but see, let's actually jump into. I should just look at the group first because that kind of even though it doesn't, the format that they have. So it's best of three, two teams advance, then third and fourth go to place teams, and the fourth place team with the best record go to the single elimination last chance bracket. So that's gonna be like some additional matches there that they're gonna play, and potentially. So even if you finish third or potentially fourth, you're still gonna be playing another game, then maybe make not even that important. I feel like what the groups are like. Maybe only for the initial match, because then you like if you see OG is playing Dignitas, then that's probably gonna be like a strong game for OG. Other than that, yeah, Heroic, that's also probably gonna be like a lock-in pretty good game. Heroic. What's up, Praddy bro? Yeah, the phase roster is probably gonna be the most exciting thing here because we don't know what's going on. But also Mouse Sports, I feel like with Acor, I can just start like building the team. I think obviously Chris J was replaced with Acor, but only after the fantasy game was built. So the way it works is always just get the prices that are in the thing before you go live. So you just get Acor replacing Chris J, and you get Acor for a super budget price, like literally one of the cheapest players in the game. And I don't think it makes any sense to not pick him. Like, he's cheaper than Golden. Whatever you think about Mouse Sports right now, he's an opper and a pretty good one. So I think that's a pretty strong pick now. New to CS. Hey, I'm new to CS. Was wondering what I should focus on improving when I'm solo queuing, playing Face It or that. I don't know, like, what level are you on Face It? Where are you in the world? Start with that. Really depends. Also depends what you want to accomplish. But yeah, Acor, just a player that you're level 1. That's like super basic. Like, there's so many things. First, just don't get too upset and play the game. That's the kind of the starting. There's so many basic good YouTube that I feel like me saying anything is kind of redundant. That good, because you can find the same information like congested and better from somewhere else, some of the steel or trend tutorials or stuff like that. So yeah, the phase roster not finalized, so that is potentially like a pretty good pick, but you don't really have to rush it. I feel like at least till the league starts, you'll change stuff. So if someone comes in for Olaf Meister, he's like a pretty good player, you can still like delete your old team and make a new one that player. So I don't feel like gambling on Olaf for any of these players right now in a sense, even though like Colzera for this price is also a super good budget pick. Not sure if I want him, but it actually depends on like if you can do something with that extra budget. Definitely not going to be buying any of these guys. Are expensive just because they farmed in Brazil for like the last whole year. I have to look at like who are the expensive players that I want. Probably going to be like Stan, maybe Tessis, someone from this team. It's going to be Antu as the upper. Like, that's a pretty strong bet. I still have like the fucking insane number I have right now. Fuck, are 4 of them gold? Yeah, for the MIBR guys. The thing with them is if you look at the rating, which determines the price, their rating is like insane. 130 rating, 127, 22 for the last 3 months. So take a look at Bolts, and of course it's actually 6 months. They literally won everything into 20. So this is the point where coronavirus starts and everything goes online. They literally won every event. Every event. Morning flash. So yeah, it sucks for them. They lost Phelps, right? Sure. Bad. That was before. That's the last tournament he probably. Yellow Phelps, yellow shoes. But yeah, they are not the players you really want to pick in fantasy. Price wise, doesn't make. I mean, MIBR are like renegades in Australia. It's almost the same. No, I mean, this MIBR team that were boom before. They literally won everything. Didn't play other turn. But yeah, other than that, I'm also like not really sold on Fury right now. But it's actually pretty. That could be a pick. They still did pretty well. Like the cars of the team are definitely on Duffer. Yeah, props is solid pick if you want. Big hitter. Like the next episode of the podcast on Monday. It's gonna be announced today, together with the guest. My mic is turning off. Maybe I need to. Thank you for that. I'll just lower the. Okay, I had the noise gate activated for no reason. Thank you very much. So yeah, Robs as a big hitter, also a great pick, but you're doubling up on mouse sports, which I'm not sure is super great. We'll have the teaser out in like half an hour, so you can guess. But it's a pretty big name North American player, so that's how much I can say. Yeah, I'm just not sure I'd go like double mouse sports, considering I don't know what roster they're gonna show up in. Rob's is pretty consistent, but it's also the first tournament of the year, so you don't know what the form is like how much they've been practicing. He has been practicing individually, playing stuff like that. So I'm not sure about that one. Like I'd rather go for Stalin. I feel like you can get more value out of that for fairly sure. And yeah, Montu as the opper, that would be like a good setup. Let's see. There's also gonna be like a fantasy update coming at some point. Which I can't show unfortunately, even though there are some like beta stuff out there in the testing. Yeah, complexity is also a team I really don't want to pick right now. How did config actually do in the last event? Ooh, fuck. Okay, it's like his two worst events in the last year, last like 6 months. Yeah, I mean there is a chance Olaf plays for FaZe. It all depends if they can get like the deals done. Kind of seems unlikely that. Maybe not unlikely, but you have to think if Mouse are getting Dexter, that is something that takes time. Just because physically he's like far away and it's hard to travel now, and they probably don't want to give up Kerrigan before that. I mean, Kerrigan is signed until March, so unless they can make a deal that works for both teams, it's probably just gonna stick it out. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not really on the Olaf hype train. Definitely not in that gang. So if we go down to Fnatic, Also a team you don't really know what to expect from. JW is apparently going to be opping. Jaquinho is obviously farming tier 3, tier 4 teams, so he's super expensive and no one wants that. Get out. Get out. But yeah, maybe JW is a decent pick for this price, but fuck me. Can I stop pressing stuff? But at the same time, you have Montu, you have Acor as the oppers. Doesn't really make too much sense. You have a feeling that NIP will play well. That's like completely that's a reasonable take. Like there have been these gatekeepers for some times, and most of the teams here aren't that good when you look at CS Summit. Like even Furia, you don't really know what to expect. Mouse Sports, and then you have all of these teams that you would expect them to win against. Cloud9, Jesus Christ. This is also apparently Alex is opping. Not really a big fan of that. But yeah, there's definitely potential. One of these. Who do we go for in NIP? Rez played a good like last tournament. Problem here with like NIP fantasy wise, you don't really know who to go for. There isn't really one guy that stands. Oh, he played this shit that inflated his rating. Yala Cup. But yeah, even I in Beijing, he had a pretty good rating, and then Blast. Decent. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Who's the best NIP player to pick for fantasy? We can check like for Olaf Meister if he's playing. Yeah, how did I skip? How did I skip Verge Pro? I'll get back to Verge Pro. Let's just check the Olaf Meister thing. Stats. Last game. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely FPL. And this is 23rd January. It's only one game yesterday. And then like one game 5 days ago. So we only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Faceit games this whole year since November. Rezor Plopsky also knock. Where's my Verse Pro guys? How did I skip them? Oh, here they are. Bob. Virtus Pro, fuck. Can't buy the boys. The boys that you would probably want, Yakindar 1.17, Jame 1.18. But like either of these two guys can actually like pop off pretty consistently. Brokey, I don't think he's worth it for 200,000, considering you have literally Coldzera here for half the price, but he's also in game leading. I don't know. Seems like a good budget pick, and I really like budget picks. That's just my issue. I feel like either of these could be great still. I'm actually shocked that Buster has a higher rating recently. See, okay, this is... Yeah, Kicker didn't really work. This for Flashpoint is shocking, considering who they play at Flashpoint most of the time. Just barely positive. Oh, fucking Buster's even worse. What the hell? This is super weird. So, I don't have enough money for Valde either, but I have Mantu. I think that's fair. I think this is a decent core. I just like having my budget picks last, so I'll just put this like this. I like to order them by price. Pick up a Kickert. I feel Kickert more than Buster. And then go to this. And pick up A-Core here. And that's, yeah, I have 4K left over. I don't know if I can upgrade something now. But just looking at the rolls. Okay, I can headshot rating for kicker, definitely 60%. So that's a great thing to have on a team. Opper for Mantu, what's his op? 0.35, and then A-Core is 47. So I'm probably gonna go for opping on A-Core. And then entry rounds is also better in entry rounds. That kind of sucks. Let's probably go something like CT side. Rating for Mantu, he's probably, yeah, he's much better on CT side than on T. Yeah, Borb's headshot percentage is insane. Also 61%, but Kickert isn't really like lagging much behind now. So I think that's a decent pick for Kickert. Yeah, my only issue is now that I don't have like a double up out of a big team. So maybe that's a thing I can do. I can pick up one of heroic guys instead of VP. Let me see. Yeah, I can pick up Tessus. Oh, that's a fucking good deal, I feel like. Yeah. Yeah, that's the shit. Just let me clear this up. That's the shit. No, not Brokey. Fuck. Sell Brokey. Sell. Gold. Okay, core. So now I have nothing left over. I can only maybe replace Coldzera. I feel like this is what I go with. Headshotting and such. I think Floppy is gonna do well. I don't know if he's worth the money. Maybe we can use him for the ace and clutch statistics. 191, he's not that expensive, but it's just like I really don't know what to expect from Cloud9. They haven't been super good with the old lineup, and now with the changes, feels weird. Like I never considered Alex an opper. Like I saw him opping here and there, but didn't really give me vibes of like a great opper. I'd expect S-Attack to do that instead, but according to rumors, it's Alex. Hello, Lingon. Why A-Core isn't gold? Well, because his rating is 119, so he should be priced like 115,000, 115,000, something like that, probably. But he replaced Chris J in the lineup, and then Chris J's price is left over because that's how the game works. Otherwise, it would be kind of bad because people that picked Chris J would get someone that's worth more, and then newcomers to the game that register, let's say now, couldn't pick A-Core, even though they'd use the same budget essentially, if that makes sense. So yeah, the prices are set when the game goes live, and then all these like changes to the roster are just like replacements. So sometimes you have these anomalies which make sense to pick, even though it's kind of dumb, but at the same time it's just a fantasy game. So how I think of this is you just need to like adapt to the scenario, which is the same for everyone. Yeah, I got Chris J, now he's A-Core. Yeah, that's a decent upgrade. Just for mouse sports in general, I feel like as well. Even though there's one thing about A-Core that's kind of worrying. If you go to like last 12 months, like 1.14 rating overall, that's pretty good. But when you look at like the fall off from top 50 and then towards top 5 or top 10, it's like a drastic fall off. Like it's not too many maps, but still it's a big difference. So maybe that's something he needs to work on still, playing against these like biggest teams, performing against them. Unfortunately, you can't really filter for these maps because this filter and this filter is not the same, and people get confused about it a lot. So I'll just explain. When you click top 5, you won't get anything because this filters 2 matches where both teams were top 5. Um, Even top 10 you don't get anything, and then top 20 you'll have some where Mad Lions were top 20 and their opponent was also top 20. So that's kind of something I don't enjoy that much from these filters. Like, this filter makes sense, definitely has a lot of reasons why it exists, but I'd like to like just be able to click here and get the filter, like all of these 17 maps. Where do you think Chris J will go if he doesn't go to FPX? I mean, I don't know. I think FPX makes sense for him, like a lot of sense for him, um, as some like in-game leader style entry player. But other than that, yeah, it's true. Like if Mad Lions, so the question from Thomas about Acor is, but depends on how the team did in those games. If Mad Lions didn't eco, so Acor couldn't get the op, it's difficult for him to get those ratings. Yeah, that is definitely true. That's a thing that for oppers is definitely probably harder. Maybe it's not. Like, even if you're losing, oppers are gonna get a lot of exit frags, so they're gonna pump up their ratings a bit like that. But also, as you said, it depends. If you have a game where you just can't pick up the op never ever, then yeah, that sucks. Let me just see if I can. Do you think I should consider someone for cold? Who can I get for that price? Not like a big price. Okay. Nice plant, yeah. Do you want a close-up sponge? We have sponges team. Let me show that on stream. FPX invited to DreamHack Open without a roster. Yeah. Welcome to. It's not DreamHack. It's DreamHack. Yeah. I mean, we all know what it is, but whatever. So this is Profire is sick. No, I just woke up, I think, and I can't talk a lot. My throat gets fucked. Have some tea though. I'm trying not to slurp so hard. So what the fuck? Why do you have Kerrigan though? Are you waiting for Dexter to come in? Is that the play, Sponge? Alex here as well. Mantu, of course. Yeah, Nico. Nico is solid all the time. Robs, yeah, that makes sense. I'm just like what? Look at the rolls. Entry fire bait. Well, okay. Look, I'd still rather pick Acor if you have the money. What's the price? Just give me a second. It's 1,000 more. I don't know how much you have left over. You should probably have 1,000. And then if things change and Dexter is confirmed, then you can just like remake the team. But maybe you'll probably forget about remaking the team, and then you'll have something you don't want. But that's what I would do if you want to really like try hard fantasy. Other than that, support roles. I mean, Alex is hopping, but you have this guy. Okay, in-game leader makes sense. I mean, it's a decent team. If you're banking on like these two teams, everyone's gonna have someone from them, and then if you expect Mousesports to do something, doubling up on them, it's kind of a risky one. But like it's fantasy. It's not like you can really know 100% what's gonna happen. Okay, so I'll just pick this. I'll pick these 5 and assign some roles. I can't see. I also made like a random blast team. Didn't really think about it. I'm not sure how it's doing. I need to find it on the other browser. Well, it's not actually that bad currently. Let's see. Let me bring it up for a second. So this is my blast team. Hunter minus 24. Hunter did tweet that this was his worst event ever, but technically it wasn't. I went back to find his worst event. It's actually pretty funny. His worst event is Balkan Tube Fest. It's a YouTuber event in Belgrade, I think, which also had like some LAN component to it, and I think it was like super shit. Everyone complained about it. But that's definitely his worst event. 0.81 rating. But other than that, and like some qualifiers and stuff like that, this was one of his worst events. 0.87. Is Honda playing or Junior? I think it's gonna be Honda. Like, we didn't hear anything about Junior being in Europe, so they didn't. Nothing is confirmed, but I don't see it happening. Like these bullshit picks of RPK with like 64 points. How's this guy doing it every time? How's he doing it all the time? Nine kills, 1.20 rating. What a god. I also did I did have help in terms of I used the new layout for the fantasy that is going to be released at some point, which has some cool features about like picking roles and boosters. It shows you like how often a role triggers for that player or a booster, how often you like in the past it will happen, and that actually helped me like pick pretty good roles and boosters. It's gonna be cool when it comes out, but I can't show it now. Otherwise, I'll be banged by Nomad. Yeah, let's pick some roles for these guys now. Like, this is the issue with like double oppers. You probably want like entry frag on one guy, and then op on the other. And with like 0.35, that's probably enough. Yeah, that's probably gonna be enough for main op on him, and then I go for entry frag on A-core. But I might like fuck up both now. Who knows? And for one of these guys, put the in-game leader role. And I give the, or actually, what was I saying? CT side to Montu. Opper to A-core. Not really sure what to put on cold though. Headshot percentage, multi-kill rounds, 17. It's not even that high. The issue for like stun is pretty good all around. Ops a bit. Does entry, but entry rounds 11% is pretty high. With A-core, I think Robs is gonna double up with them. I don't know. I think Robs was just tilted with his teammates being unable to op properly, so he did it a little. Let me see. I guess support role is one of the worst ones to pick because it's just so hard to reach these levels of like KST or stuff like that. it's actually support rounds. It's not KST anymore. That was changed. Probably go some like multi-fragger on him. And what I have left over, Coldzera. Headshot percentage is pretty high. I think I picked that. Cold is good at trading. We don't have that as a role. We have it as a booster though. And some initial boosters I can sign up. I think this is fair. I can put up the trading for Coldzera. This is like free money. But I can use that later on as well. Pistol rounds. That's actually kind of a stun thing, I feel like. Give me a clutch for Coldzera and 30 bomb for Mantu, easy exit frags all the time. Kobe is actually one of the boosters that trigger like the least often. Getting two nade kills on a map happens like super rarely, even for the teams that are good with nades and players that are good with nades. Let me give me that. And like trade kills for the op. Trade kills for the oppers are pretty decent to go for. When is the next HLTV confirmed episode? My throat is fucking up. It's on Monday. Let me see if it's out. It's not out yet. Have some ESL coasters to keep the desk safe. Super important. So yeah, the teaser is going out on the HLTV confirmed Twitter in like 20 minutes. So you'll know then. You'll probably guess it quite quickly. But yeah, this is the team. I'll be going with this. Maybe I play with the rolls and boosters a bit. This is the league to join. I'll post it in chat now. I just need to find the chats. I can say that it's not Alexi B. And maybe it's because SPUNJ hates him. Maybe not. Who knows? There we go. Where's my... Actually, can do this too. Let me find the YouTube chat. Let's do that. I can post it on Twitter as well. So do you have, let me see, where's the chat? Now I lost it again. There we go. Do you guys have any like fantasy teams you want me to review? Or should I check out this like tax GG thing? I think that's next on the line. I was talking to Mither from Mouse Sports, the Mouse Sports coach, former Renegades coach. He launched a website service, which is in like beta alpha or something. Can you play for money on this? No, unless you guys want to play between yourself and you like have some internal deals. It's not a for money fantasy game. Okay, Pratty Bro sent his lineup, so I'll check that out before I go. Okay, this is a fucking nice team. Oh, I can say that. Yeah, I mean Sanji. How much is Sanji? Can't you upgrade him for someone? That's the only like weak point here. IGL roll on Alexi B. Like this is solid, I feel like. have this dumb thing with I actually don't need the headphones. I'm not listening to anything, but I still have them on. Sanji is 850. Yeah, I feel like you can't really go. Maybe a phase player, or maybe if you want Sanji, you can even IGL roll him and do like something else for Alexi. What's the support rounds? Yeah, he even has more support rounds, so that's not bad. Yeah, VP players' prices are inflated for some reason. Kind of. Let's see the next one. If I had to rate this, I'd give it like a 7.5, just because I don't like double mouse ports. And Sanji is kinda but Robs is strong, so this one I like a bit more, I think. Or actually, nah. You do get like two super strong OG players. So as long as OG do well, which they should, but they often also don't when they should. So take that with a grain of salt. But taking just into account like they're where they are as a team and the value of these players and their form before the break, like these two guys are super strong. And then OG going like top 3, this could be like 300 points for these two guys. So I'm fine with this. Who said this? Didn't pick any face player because they're in the same group as mouse. Yeah, that makes sense if you do double mouse. But as I said at the beginning, it also doesn't really matter that much because 3 teams, like 2 teams go to the playoffs, the third one goes to the last chance, and the best 4th placed also goes to the last chance to get into the playoffs. So it doesn't really matter that much. So for this, I also give it like a 7.5. Who do I have next? Oh, double Furia. That's ballsy. That's ballsy. I mean, they did okay considering their position. I just don't like playing with like stand-in teams too much. Have I ever won? No, I don't think so. Like not these like open leagues. But I didn't really play them that much since the online stuff started happening. It just didn't really feel so cool. I'll try to play more this year, especially when you have a lot of teams from North America also playing in Europe, so you get like pretty decent lineups in the end. So for this team, double art, Colzera. Are you from Brazil, man? I mean, you're not, but still. I feel like this is like super ballsy. So just because it's super ballsy, like double Mouseport, double Furia, and then Colzera, I give it a 9. Because I feel like you need to be ballsy in fantasy. At least now, considering it's you only either you win or it doesn't matter, right? There's no like standing during the year. Doing lineups like this that are kind of risky is super fine. I'll give it a 9 just because I like that style. Let me see. So nah, nah, nah. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. At least put the entry fragger on art if you have him. Like you have to do that. 17% entry rounds. No one's close to that. Didn't add. Definitely put an entry round on him. Entry roll, not attacker. Other than that, like config, poor form, last 2 events, I feel like complexity are kind of super tilted with the whole situation. And S tag, I don't know. Absolutely unknown currently what's going on there. I'm not Brecky. SPUNJ advice is simple to show last year. Is it still possible? I mean, it's always possible, but also it's never possible. Like, when you think that that guy turns on the stream and has 40k viewers just like waiting for him to stream FPL, I guess it's not worth it for him to do like a 2 hour show, an hour show. But even though he said multiple times that he's interested, it's just hard to nail that down. So this lineup, I rate 5 out of 10. Like, it's not completely horrible, but I don't like it at all. And just my subjective rating anyway. Okay, Yakindar. Oh, okay. This is actually an amazing lineup. Z tier, next Swedish god. Let's see about that. Like, I don't know anything about the guy, but apparently he's decent, so. When do you start playing Faceit again instead of FIFA? Probably in like a month. I want to say never, but you know how it is. You need to go back. An addict stays an addict. You need to lose Elo all the time. I think this is a pretty good one. Like, this is a 9 also. It's like everyone's sleeping on NIP. You go double NIP. That's sick. You get Acor. Like, I don't think anyone will not pick Acor at this point. This is super cheap. He's gonna do well. And then Yakindar, he's the hipster CS lover, best player in the world. Mantu, good value, I feel like also. Good rolls, T side for Yakindar, I feel like is good, but also probably entry, probably safer with entry for him as well for the boosters. And then headshot machine. I wouldn't go for headshot for 43%. I feel like is not enough for headshot machine for him. So maybe switch that to, I don't know, anything. But yeah, I give this 9.5 out of 10. Fix the rules. He's playing later today. Yeah, by the way, if you enjoy the stuff, just like follow the stream wherever or subscribe on YouTube. That'll be amazing. Since I can't get I can't change the YouTube URL until you reach a number of subscribers, and that's annoying since then I have to link this like super long URL with like random characters. So it would be nice if I could reach that milestone. Even though it says it's 100, it doesn't work yet. So I don't know. I don't know how much it is. What about Alexi B? Like, for Alexi B, I don't think we ever actually asked him, because every time we wanted to ask him, he had matches, and it's the same thing now. I think he's playing. Yeah, OG is playing Monday at 2 p.m. and our show is at 8 p.m. Like, technically he could maybe make it, but you don't really plan around stuff like that. Who knows if this goes like 3 maps and like some technical delays, and he doesn't probably want to do a show directly after a best of 3. So we really just the scheduling was mostly the issue for OG guys, so we didn't even ask. So we're looking at this one. Has Stan, I like that. Has Acor, I like that. Robs, I like that. Yeah. This IGL role. The issue with this is like FaZe and Mouse Sports are 3 out of 5, and I don't think these, like, it's unlikely that both of these teams make it deep for me. Then you're probably relying on these 2 guys for your like last 2-3 matches, like these rounds, right? So I don't know. That's the issue for me here. So you really have to rely on Mouse Sports. I give it like, I don't know, 7.5. So yeah, it's also interesting that the last gens guys get like an extra match. But anyway, if you go through, you'll get padding for that. So it's important to pick like good players that are going to be in the minus. god, so many teams. Risking it all on Fnatic, he says. Yeah. Couldn't you get like one of the big two from Heroic? That's the only thing I'm worrying about here. And maybe pick up, if Brolan is expensive, then pick up like JW instead of one of these two guys, and then go with one stronger Heroic player. I feel like that's a better chance. But still pretty good. I'd give it a 9. Like, the good thing about this team is everyone could be like fragging out. Everyone could also suck, but yeah, you know, it's CS. Let's see the roles. CT, yeah, IGL, okay, op, entry. Yeah, I mean, you could even switch the two. Depends on what you want. If you want to be safer for the op role, probably go with Acor on that one. All of Meister's HLTV confirmed. I don't know if that's something that we explored, honestly. Okay, this is the last one. Also pretty similar to what we had, I feel like, before. So do you actually want Kerrigan, or are you also like expecting Dexter to pop up here? What's the plan? This is from Nax 2K. Did you play World of Warcraft before? Let me just check out the league. How many people are in? 26 people. This is amazing. Why is this guy called Easy for Prof? And he's competing against me. That's kind of beta. Yeah, not big fan. Just because of this trio. I don't think you're getting max value out of them. I'd say like a 6, and double mouse ports with that. See who's in the here. Wonder if Blast will unveil the last partner today. Maybe. Bricky, one of the best Slovenian players of all time. Not really, just decent. But yeah, that's it. I don't really have any awards, like prizes for this league. I just felt like it could be cool to, like everything that I'm doing right now with like YouTube and Twitch and whatever, just to have something that people that enjoy me talking shit and stuff like that, to give something back, have a good like environment for people to, I don't know, play some games. We'll see how it goes. I played fantasy football, like the European football before, and I really enjoyed that. When you hit like a perfect balance of people that are hardcore in it, and it can be some fun times. You could get some fun times. I might actually I can do that maybe off stream as well. Do like a tier list for this fantasy, but I don't really feel like doing it right now. So let's check out the tax GG. Okay, so let me hide this for a second. I need to find my password for this. Hello guys. Okay, I'm coming back. Browser. Here we go. So, oh yeah, for people that want to, okay. We have the wrong fucking, whatever, I'll open it anyway. I can't open it. I'm struggling so much right now. It's not easy being a streamer. This is the cutout for the guest. You're very quiet. I can barely hear you. Maybe I can push that up. Let me see. I'm not really experienced as a streamer, as you can probably see. The date here is obviously wrong, but I don't think it's gonna be hard to guess. Okay, I did like 3 decibels up. I can actually I can do this. So let me know if I break something in the audio. But yeah, the date is obviously wrong, but it's tomorrow, and you can guess who it is. So not that difficult. Other than that, yeah, TaxGG, website, platform, whatever, made by Mither, the coach of Mouse Sports and formerly coach of Tricked and Renegades and some other guys that work with him. And the idea is to have like playbooks and have like strats readily available from pro teams that you can find, and then make playbooks and find stuff. I talked to him a bit. He also had a stream where he was showing some stuff off. They don't really have a super strict idea where they want to go for who this is, right? I feel like it's for semi try-hard players, like even beginning people that begin to play as a team to top teams. So probably not for like matchmaking players and stuff like that. But if you want to play as a team and you're interested in some like strats, don't know what to do, how to line up some smokes, you can find them all in one place, and they're kinda neatly organized. So I'll just go through some stuff. Let's just go pistol rounds on Inferno, right? You don't have an idea what you want to play on the T side. You go T side. You can filter down teams if you really want, but I'm not at the moment. I'm not interested in that. I just want to find a new T side pistol for my team because we only have one, and now we want to add another. Let's say, so you can find it in the description, kind of what it's like, so you don't have to watch everyone. Say fast A rush to second mid to A. It's really simple, can be overwhelming. Yeah. Also, if you think Twist is gonna be joining FaZe, just look at when the FaZe is playing their next game, and look at when the show is. That's it. I'm not saying anything. You just do your own digging, right? So yeah, just going back to that. Maybe I just want the rush B. Let's see how does this rush be done. So you have a quick overview. All the players you can easily assign, like, okay, you do TRK, I'll do Fur, I'll do KNG, blah blah. You have individual videos here, I'll show that later, and you also have an overview who needs to buy what. So it's like, Joe, you buy like the Fur, you do the Fur, I'll do the Fallen, and then the rest of the guys are just like doing the simple stuff, right? So there's a quick overview, there's a video. I'll play now. So I don't know, there's also probably some information where is this actually from, but you can just see the overview first. Like flash, there's a flash here, this fast smoke towards CT, they're just rushing in. As I said, just a super simple pistol, and you also see Fur after smoking, he just chills behind, doesn't get any kills, which is pretty like not really what you would expect, but whatever. That's it. That's how the round plays out. But aside from that, you have all of these individual videos, like POV of every player in the strat. So now we'll look at like TRK. He's one of these guys. that just like rush in, right? So like, please keep the chat in English. This is an English-speaking stream, so everyone that's not speaking English will be banned instantly. No, I'm just joking. How much I'm being paid for this ad? I'm actually not gonna be not being paid. I just found it kind of interesting, and I feel like some other people are. How much? Some people could find it interesting as well, like to see what's going on, right? This is just like a simple POV, which with the guy just running in. But if you want like the nade lineups and everything from Fur, you can go here. You find the nade lineup. As you can see, my internet is amazing. Fast CT smoke. That's it. So I guess the idea is you just link this to your team. You say, we're doing this strat moving forward. This is our, just look at these two POVs that you're going to be doing, whatever, and you add that. And there's also some other features, like you can go to HLTV to check out like when the game happened, what was the result, and you can add it to like your playbooks. So later on you have like, you have it saved so you can find it easily. So that's just like probably the simplest tactic. Maybe you can find something more complicated, maybe like a nuke execute. So T side, I don't need a team, and T eco execute. But there's also like CT setups and all of these other things. This is awesome, but is there anything for Gold Nova matchmaking where two players stay and spawn? Yeah, as I said, this is probably not for those kinds of players. This is probably for more, for like team-based people that are even like ESCA open, but if you want to play as a team, I feel like that's kind of a thing. Take control of these. Let's see an A execute. Fake standard vent dive combo. While the smoke is still up, the execute comes. This. Okay, this could be kind of interesting, I guess. Yeah, this is definitely not for my face stack. This is like maybe the MIBR B rush. That's something that I feel like we could maybe nail down. Me and Berchol to go the smokes, and the rest will just like rush. I feel like there's potential for us to learn that, but something like this, definitely not. Nuke is permaban and my face stacks. And like one of the things that Mither also talked about is like they need to update their maps for like Nuke and Vertigo, because as you see, this is completely useless. You can't see shit. But we'll see like some of the lineups. Molotov top hut, vent flash, smoke main. See MSL setting up his lads. Yeah, amazing. Nothing special. What happened with the casters playing ESCA Open idea? That's a good question. I don't know if they made a team. I think they missed the deadline though. SPUNJ and those guys. This would be cool if the videos use Skybox somehow. Yeah, I feel like there is potential to do more. At the same time, I feel like I like this. I like this like kind of overview, what you need from the strat and stuff like that. I'm not sure it's gonna be super big. The thing that I wanted from a something like similar to this that I wanted to exist, but I didn't really want to make myself because reasons, is actually like, you know how there are a bunch of these like smoke sites, like so that you may be free, right? I feel like there are a lot of these sites, but they're also kind of useless at the same time. We go like into Inferno and now you can find like some smokes, blah blah. Well, the question is like why would I use this one and not this one? There's so many of them. I really like something that kind of shows you what is cool now, what people are using now, so that it has like some smart algorithm that highlights the most, maybe either like super new ones that are like exciting. Maybe you add like, oh, now Glaive threw some like cool smoke from here to here that Astralis used, and now it's becoming meta. And that you have that highlighted, and then you have highlighted smokes that are like super used all the time, like basic smokes that are being used. So like, why do you have like 75 smokes for CT, right? Give me the one that I need to know, and the rust can be there but they're kind of hidden. The problem I have with all of these are like there's so many, and you also don't know like where to start, where to go. Maybe you have some sort of a setup. Let's say if you're playing B site on, and it's also only smoke, so you need to go and find flashes, and then you need to know so many different things. It would be cool if you had like something that you can watch before you start the game. Maybe, okay, I'm playing B on Inferno. I just click I'm a B player on Inferno. It gives you like a short video that repeats like the most common flashes and smokes and molotovs that you need to know in like 30 seconds. So before the game, you're kind of ready for it. That would be cool, I think, and that would be for everyone, not just for like pro teams. Would be for someone playing in matchmaking, some playing whatever. So something like that. That I feel like would be like a combination of these two things into one. Yeah, that's kind of it. That's it, bro. Let's see. Let's see if there's anything else exploding, but I think I'll be closing out the stream shortly. Hello. Isn't this deleted? What the fuck? Okay. Interesting. We deleted the post about Twist with the wrong date and then reposted the same thing. Very interesting. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go do stuff. Yeah, Opera user. I just like used a different browser, so I don't use the browser that I usually use, because I'll probably have something in history that I don't want to show to the stream. So I made like a new HLTV account as well, and all of this stuff. But anyway, thanks for checking in, guys. I'll see like if TaxGG gets like some new cool updates or some stuff. I can maybe display that later on, and do some fantasy stuff in the future as well, and see how it goes. That's it. Thanks for tuning in, and yeah, as I said before, just like support with a like or subscribe or whatever. That's also pretty good. Thank you. Where's my OBS?